Hey, what is going on guys? It's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at how to use your boosters in War Thunder. So hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So as I said, we're going to be talking about the best ways in which to use your boosters, and I don't mean, like how do you activate it, click and click activate. No, we're going to be talking about, which game mode, what vehicles you should be using your boosters on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. So we have a couple boosters here. As you can see, I got these from my daily login, and we have a pretty nice SL booster as well as some research boosters and an allied booster. So usually for allied boosters, I tend to keep them until I'm playing with friends in a squadron, at which point I, turn it on so that my friends all get that XP boost. Now, for your research boosters, it depends, right? So I'm not going to include Naval in this because not that many people play Naval. I do play Naval, but I wouldn't be using my boosters on that because I just play it when I want to sit back, relax, and lob shells from 20 k's away. So research boosters, I would say you either use them in ground because ground is harder to gain RP and stuff in. So if you have a nice 500% research booster and you do pretty decent with your premium grinding lineup, you can get a pretty good amount of research. That being said, if you do play air instead, then obviously use it in air, but try use it in a match where you're bombing. I know bombing is, well, it's not my preferred playstyle, but if you go in, right, and you kill 3 people and die, and that's 10 minutes, you're not going to get as much research, even though you got 3 kills as if you spent 20 minutes in the match because time counts for a lot, and you bombed one base. Like that one base and the 20 minutes you spent flying to it is going to get you way more research than, getting 3 kills and dying. So yeah, for research boosters, if you're playing air, I would recommend using them when you're in a match and you're going to be bombing, probably in something fast. Even if you're not going to be taking multiple bases, honestly, that's fine. It's better to, fly at Mach 1 and get 1 base or 2 bases than, flying in your A10 or your SU-25 and probably dying along the way. So yeah, use your research boosters in air, when you're taking out a base or two and then, going to fight afterwards or going for ground targets, because the longer you survive, the more research you'll get. And, getting ground targets and a base is also good research. Now in ground, you probably want to use it in a full premium lineup because if you do have one, that's going to maximize the amount of research you can earn. If you don't have one, I mean, it's also fine to, just use it in whatever lineup you are using to grind, though using non-premium vehicles obviously won't net you as much research. And in the match that you're popping your booster, use all your backups, use every spawn you have, even if it's a bad map or you have a bad start, don't rage quit. I've done that before. But if you have a boost on, just stick it through and, maybe things will turn around. Now for your SL boosters, you have a couple options, okay? In ground, use it if you have a full premium lineup, okay? Otherwise, if you don't have a full premium lineup, honestly, don't use it in ground if you have a single premium plane. Rather use it on that plane, right? So let's say you have, I don't know, Max Germany ground, and you have the MiG-21 Laser M, or you have an Su-25 or something. I would use it on that MiG-21 or that Su-25 over the ground lineup, because if it's a normal ground lineup, it's not premium, you're wasting the booster. While if you bomb one base with that 200% SL booster on in your Su-25, that's going to give you like what, 40k or something. You're going to get a lot of money from that. Or if you get using your Laser M or a fighter and you get a kill, each of those kills is going to get you like 20k or something. So it's going to walk out to quite a lot of money. Another option you do have for SL boosters only, though, won't really work for research boosters, is you can use them on your God mode lineup. So some people will use this on ground, I guess, because they do God mode in ground. I personally find air to be a lot easier. So all you do is you go to a God mode lineup that you have set up. For example, this is my God mode lineup. It's basically a 10-3 lineup. So you do see a lot of 10.0 lobbies. You can also God mode at lower BRs. I wouldn't drop it anywhere below 9-ish. So 9-ish is about the lowest I would go with God moding in arcade. But you can also God mode at higher tiers, but do not go past 10-3 If you go 10-7, you're only going to be getting 11 lobbies and up, which 11 lobbies are not as bad, but do not go to top tier arcade, okay? Because you're trying to god mode in your prop against F-16s and MiG-29s that are just going to, R-27 you away. Don't bother, okay? It's going to be a waste of your booster. It's going to be a waste of your time. So the sweet spot I would say for god moding is 10.0. 10.0 is the best PR for god moding in arcade. So you just, take a jet or two that you want to use. So obviously you do have a nice SL booster on. So if you do have some premiums, bring them along. So I have my MiG-21 Laser M, I have my MiG-21 SPSK, so that's 2 premiums. And then I have a couple planes for god moding, as well as a couple planes for skill matters. So this being, let's say, a 10 lobby, if we're lucky, right? We're going to get a 10.0 lobby, and we need a 5 BR difference. So the F1, BF109, F4, 4.3, we can god mode in that, no problem. We can also god mode in our Focke-Wulf 190 A4. And if I don't get a god mode in either of those two spawns, I will use a backup, okay? Because it is a booster. I don't want to waste the booster, because if I get a kill with like 150% booster, that's like doubles the god mode price to like 45k. If you use a 300%, that will make the god mode amount 60k. If using a 500%, it becomes like 90k or something. So yeah, I will use my backups on my props, and then afterwards, once I have my god mode with either my BF109 F4 or my 190 A4, then I will bring out the BF109 G2 Tropical. And the reason for this is a 5.3. So if it's a 5.3 in a 10.0 lobby, that no longer becomes a god mode. Instead, I can get a skill matters. So a skill matters is usually what, 7.5k, I believe. And now, because you're going to be, doubling that, you can go anywhere to 15k, 22.5k, 30k with a bigger booster. So yeah, that is the way I prefer using my Silver Lion boosters. I will spawn in, get a god mode with my lower tier plane, spawn in with a slightly higher BR plane to try get a skill matters. Afterwards, I will spawn my premiums and try get as many kills as I can with them. 6 missiles, 6 possible kills, a lot of money for me. And you can end a match with, a good amount of SL. The other option you have, and this is probably not the most popular option, but you can go with a naval lineup. So as you can see, I have 2 premiums. I have the Karlsruhe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, guys, so I do apologize. But yeah, I have the Karlsruhe, so it's a nice 5.7 BR premium ship. And then I have the Prinz Eugen, also 5.7, and I have the Leipzig as well, but I won't take it out if I'm, trying to get SL and I'm using a booster. And the reason for that is because, these premium ships have insane boosters. Look at that. 1,800% Silver Lion booster. Prinz Eugen also has a 1,800% Silver Lion booster. And combine that with another 200 or 500% from a Silver Lion booster, and boom, my booster is like 2,000% or 2,300%. So yeah, you can also do it in naval, though obviously you have to know how to play naval, or you have to at least not be terrible at naval, because if you spawn in and do nothing, you're not going to make any money. But if you spawn in and get a couple kills and some assist and stuff, couple point, whatever, you are going to make brilliant money in naval. And I would actually recommend naval over the air, because you could make more money if you do well enough. But yeah, for the majority of the player base who, don't play naval or do not have premium ships in naval, or just don't want to bother doing it in naval, then god modes are the way to go. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, the reason for making this video was because I had a couple requests actually saying, how should I be spending my boosters? And well, this is the answer for that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Konnichiwa.